What's up, what's up, what's up? This is Daniel's son. I hope everybody's doing well out there today. I'm here today to talk to you about a fragrance that I run across and got about 2 weeks ago, and it's been sitting on my shelf for about 2 weeks now. But a few days ago I decided to go ahead and try it, and this is called I Am Trash by the house Etat Libre d'Orange. This is a EDP, Eau de Parfum. This came out in 2018. The perfumer or nose is Daniela Andrea, I believe. I'll give you the notes to this. Apple Essence Upcycling. I'll tell you what upcycling is in a minute. Rose Absolute Upcycling. Atlas Cedarwood Upcycling. Bitter Orange. Garragat Strawberry. Sandalore. Iso E Super. And Akagala Wood, which gives the smell similar to spicy patchouli and oud, sort of like that little combination. Very interesting note. Now the upcycling part that I was telling you about, this house decided to use discarded or unusable notes and ingredients that was actually not fresh and was getting ready to be tossed. So that is the upcycling. They take all this stuff that nobody wants and they turn it into a eau de parfum. And I think the concept behind this basically is what the world sees as trash, and they've turned it into something absolutely beautiful. So I think that's a pretty cool concept. Now I've been wearing this for a couple of days now, and let me tell you my thoughts about this. I have a little 1.5 ml little sample decant that was sent to me, and I have the dry down on my left arm. I'll tell you what I get from this. The first thing I get is like an apple, strawberry, and rose. But it's a little bit different from the other fruit fragrances that I have and rose fragrances. This has a little bit of a tanginess. It's still sweet, but it has a little bit of tanginess. And the best way that I can describe this, I have seen a couple of other people's reviews, but nobody's mentioned this, I don't think. Do you know how you have a bowl of fruit in your refrigerator or something, and it's a couple of days old or a few days old, and it's actually starting to ferment or get to the fermenting stage? It smells a little bit fruity and sweet but tangy. That's exactly what it smells like to me. It's like a bowl of fermenting fruit, which sounds sort of weird and maybe disgusting to some people, but I think it's beautiful. It's got that tanginess to it. And I can't really specifically pick out one note that comes above the rest, but if I had to, it would be the rose. And this rose is really, really beautiful and really realistic to me. It almost smells like a rose that I'm holding and smelling, but it has that fruity tanginess and sweetness to it. Really, really, really cool fragrance. To be honest, the reason this has been sitting on my shelf for 2 weeks and I haven't touched it is because this house has done a fragrance, and a lot of y'all know what it is. Secretions Magnifique. Now, I've never actually smelled that before, but I've seen probably 20 or 30 reviews on that and read comments on Fragrantica and read all about it. And I was like, if there's a house that's going to make something like that that smells like bodily fluids and makes people gag, and then they come out with one that's called I Am Trash, I was just assuming that this is going to smell like a dumpster. But I was way, way wrong. I was completely wrong about this. This is actually, the concept of this is absolutely amazing. And what they've done, turning like discarded or unusable food and products and ingredients and taking those and making a really, really beautiful scent. I think the concept is absolutely beautiful. I like that. And the smell is incredible. I haven't smelled anything like this personally myself, but I have a really, really good friend on Facebook. Her name is Eve Dirac, and we were writing each other in comments on Facebook last night, and she mentioned a fragrance that she thinks this is very close to or similar, and the fragrance is called Be Delicious by the house DKNY. And I've never smelled that personally before, but I've looked at the notes and they're almost identical except minus the cucumber note that the Be Delicious has. But it sounds to me like it would smell pretty much similar to this. But this is beautiful. The actual performance is really good on this. I'm getting about right around 7 to 8 hours on this, and it's not a really big projector. It's sort of a moderate projector. You can smell it a few feet away or maybe like 2 feet away. It's a good personal scent and for those people that is in your vicinity, but it's got good performance. The smell is really unusual to me. I actually like it. I've actually wore this 4 different times in like 2 days. The only negative I can think of personally myself is I wouldn't be able to wear something like this all the time, because I started wearing this like 2 days ago, and after the third time, the day after, it was sort of like, nah, this is like, it's a beautiful scent, but to me, it's not a scent that can be worn all the time. It's more like, it's got that sweet fruitiness, which I wouldn't be able to wear every single day. But other than that, man, this is a fantastic scent. And that fruity rose sweetness and tanginess last a good 3 or 4 hours. And then after about 3 or 4 hours, after like the end, when it's coming closer to the end of the mid, then that Atlas cedar comes in, and that sandalwood, which sandalwood is a synthetic sandalwood, and you also have the akigala wood, which has sort of a patchouli, spicy, oudi fragrance. And after it gets well into the dry down, that fruitiness sort of goes away, and then all those beautiful wood notes come in. And I'm not a big fan of cedar wood, but this cedar wood to me is a little bit different. There's something different about this cedar wood. I think it might be, maybe it's the combination of the cedar wood and the sandalwood and the akigala wood, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woody dry down. Yeah, man, I love this. I love this scent. I'm so glad I didn't like give this away or throw it away because I thought it was going to smell like a dumpster. It doesn't. Trust me, this is actually a really beautiful scent. I would give this probably a 7.5, maybe an 8 as far as like the fragrance. The uniqueness, I would give the uniqueness and the concept behind this, I would give a 9.5 out of 10. That's just, whoever thought of this, that was such a brilliant idea as far as I'm concerned. They turned something that the world thought was ugly, and they turned it into something absolutely beautiful. I love the rose in this. I'm not a big fan of the rose note, but this is a really beautiful rose. You can get this. I'll put a link in the description on where you can get this if you want to check this out. They have samples too. The samples are $4, and I think it's the same size as this. I think this is like a 1 mil or 1.5 mil maybe. $4, that's not too bad. You can actually check it out before you actually commit on buying a full bottle. 30 mil is $42, 50 mil is $90, 100 mil is $149. Do I think it's worth it? $149, maybe, if you have the resources. No, I would suggest getting a sample first, or maybe like a 30 mil or something before you commit to $149. But this is a great scent. I'm so glad that I didn't throw this away. I really am. But I'll put the link in the description on where you can get this, so maybe you can check it out. But yeah, I'm not going to try secretions. There's no way. I wouldn't try that if somebody paid me. If somebody gave me like $20 and said, spray this on you, I don't think I would do it, because it's just, I think it's funny that a company makes something like that and then makes something beautiful like this out of trash. I'm actually starting to really like this house a lot. But anyway, I'll put the link in the description on where you can get this, and I'll put a link in the description that tells you about this fragrance and how they make it and the upcycling process. I'll put all the links in the description on where y'all can check that out. But yeah, I give this a thumbs up. I like it. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to do another review tomorrow on my day off, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. It'll be a surprise, so stay tuned. And if you want to see my upcoming videos, just press subscribe and click the bell if you want to see my upcoming reviews, so you can be notified. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, bye.